Hey everybody! Welcome to the Stony Ridge Farm. Man, this is a monumental first and the best way to get your camera to end up in the pond. Welcome guys. So this video is coming out tomorrow, the install of this dock right here. We're on a beautiful aluminum floating dock here from Flow Docks out in Minnesota. Awesome piece of hardware for the farm. Dude, this is so nice to be out here, but it is a floating dock, so you may get some sway. It's the motion of the ocean. I got to get my sea legs. Just got out of the woods down here and found us some good night crawlers, man, down in the woods. Oh, well, that night crawler just crawled right out. That's a good one for the first for the first hook. So we're going fishing together today, man. It's gonna be fun. Welcome to the channel, guys. If anybody sends a super chat or a star, if you send a star over on Facebook, we're live on Facebook and both YouTube channels. If you send a star, I'll thank you after the fact. I'll go back through. Thank you so much. And if you send a super chat, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. We have a little cooler with some beverages, and we're gonna get this worm off the ground. Let's bait this hook. We're just doing a little worm fishing on the Stony Ridge today. Come on, little buddy. Oh, they're hard to pick up off the dock. There you go. So we're doing a little worm fishing here on the Stony Ridge. You're gonna see how bad of a fisherman I am and how many awesome fish are in this pond. And I've never fished in any video on the Stony Ridge Farm channel ever. So this is going to be fun. I don't have my fancy microphone. That little piece of worm's got to go. Don't have my fancy microphone out here, so we doing the country way. But typically when I fish out here, man, it's not fishing, it's catching. So wish me luck for a good bass or a bluegill. Typically right here in this area where I'm fishing off the dock. I fish with my family here. Facebook doesn't cooperate. Sorry, buddy. So anyway, typically when I fish off the dock right here, I'm catching like bluegill, perch, and like sunfish and stuff like that. I guess it's called sunfish. I don't even know. So we're just gonna chuck it out here while we talk a little bit. Chris Potter in the house. Good to have you, brother. Here we go. I can't throw too hard overhand or I'll get in the power lines, but we're going to get a fish immediately. Get ready, because it's coming. Maybe. Just a little bobber fishing, man. This is pond fishing. This is clean living right here, buddy. I tell you what, you guys watch my bobber. Can you see it? Let's see. Can you guys see the bobber on the channel? Let's see. Maybe. Let's see. See if I can see it on there. All right, I'm going to rely on you guys to tell me when I got a bite. It's coming. It's definitely coming. Oh, man. So, welcome to the live stream channel. This is me recreating. I finally have had an opportunity, a little bit of time to chill out. I've had the timber frame crew here for almost 8 days, almost 9 days. Well, 7 days. 7 days of work here. We still have to put the roof on. The video is going to come out in a couple of weeks. With the start to finish build on the outdoor kitchen area and the front porch. It's all timber frame. It's all held together with pegs. And it's for my friends Carolina Barn Builders. I'm getting a nibble. Getting a nib. Like I said, man, we're just doing a little pond fishing right now. It's a good time. Probably be smarter for me to have the camera facing this way, but maybe I'll cast that way next time. So we got a bunch of little fish in here, and that's probably what's nibbling. Oh, I see them right there. I have my polarized lenses on. These sunglasses are Magpul sunglasses. I think we're going to get a fish here any second. This is the perfect time of day to fish, and it's right there, right off the dock. So I I'm going to actually cast out this way. That way when I reel it in, I can still talk to you guys and I can watch my bobber. We'll cast right over by the pipe. I don't know if I'll be able to fish, have a cold beer, and talk to you guys. This is going to be like an exercise. Oh, did you get my bait? I think he got my bait. Let's see. Yep. Nope, he didn't, but we got to rehook that. Josh, $3 per subscriber up to $100,000. That's a lot of improvement. $3 per subscriber. Alien space. No idea. Yeah. Yeah, $3 per subscriber. And I've got, yeah. I'm not here asking you for money, man. It's all good. We're just out here fishing and we're talking. So, yeah, if every subscriber was a paying follower and I've got 600,000, we'd just be out here fishing every day. But we ain't out here fishing, man. We're working. We're building a farm. Went out this morning, rolled out some hay bales to the cows. They're still, well, you haven't seen the video yet, but it's coming this weekend. Oh, good gracious. Hold on. Man, I thought that was something big. It's not big. All right, where you live, what do you call this little fishy? How are we going to do this? This is what we got. Oh, gosh, it got me. That's my little girl scream. Dude, enough kicking. That's all right. We'll get you off. There you go. This one's a spiny one. So what do you call this fish where you live? We call it a percher. It's not a bluegill, obviously. But, yeah, little pan fryer right there. Nice. Little catch and release. I'm going to get my pants dirty. I don't care. That's just good living. Good, clean living and fishing. We may have one of my editor helpers is here right now, so we may have him drop in. Anyhow, as I was saying, we have the cows over on the new piece of land, and you'll see that video hopefully comes out this weekend on the newly fenced land. Got it all prepped, got everything rocking and rolling. That's a carp. That's not a carp. Man, you'll see, I was super, super nervous about putting those guys over there, putting the cows over. There's not a lot of very high quality forage over there, but that doesn't really matter. I'm rolling out a little bit of hay. I'm going to take out about 3 bales a day to those guys because what we're working on is building soil and butt fertilizer. So the sun is right there blasting me in the face. I can hardly see your comments. And we might have to take a break from fishing. We'll catch one more and then take a little break from fishing. Because I feel like that is another one. Yeah. Oh, man. This is like Bassmasters. I think that's a bluegill. No, it's the same kind of fish. Here it is. Tell me what you call that where you live. Kind of fish. I call that a pan fryer right there. There it is. Good looking little fish. Perch. There you go. Shell cracker or a perch. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we're out of bait. And this little guy's not as frisky as the other one. Let's be careful. We don't want to hurt your eyeball, little bud. I want you to live to play another day. Really, we're kind of overpopulated with perch here in the pond. However, that being said, I'm not going to throw them out on the bank or anything like that. So, rock bass, perch, sunfish. All right. Getting all kinds of comments now. I'm going to turn the camera around where I'm not staring directly into the surface of the sun. I'm going to set my fishing pole down because I think after 2 catches, you are allowed a frosty beverage. Am I wrong? Let me know if I'm wrong. Posted a couple Tool Tuesday videos yesterday. 3 Tool Tuesday videos yesterday. Folks getting mad at that electric tractor, man. They just get mad at it. It is so funny. If you don't know, we've got the Select Track electric tractor here on the farm. I haven't used it in many videos lately, but it's still here. So I got it out. I did a little video about, hey, this is an electric tractor. This is what it does. And boy, I got nailed. I just got nailed, man. I got called everything under the book. It's a super political thing, evidently, to have a battery-powered tractor, but it's not super political to have a battery-powered cell phone. It's still rechargeable lithium technology, so I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I know the owners of Select Track, and they are not pushing a political agenda at all. At all. So people seem to hate change. Exactly, Gregory. So when people went from plowing with mules and oxen and horses um, to the steam tractor, to the gas tractor, to the diesel tractor, boy, people flipped out then too, I guess. But before automobiles, horses and buggies and stuff like that, they were in the cities. Manure was a huge, huge problem in most cities. A huge problem, filth and manure. So, yeah, Tom, big shell crackers can fillet them babies. Oh man, yeah, we could totally fillet them. So, anyway, that's a little electric tractor talk. There goes my neighbor Tony, really nice guy. Plague Badger says the comments on all were off the wall and crazy. They were. So I bring Tool Tuesday to you, and if you guys appreciate it, we talked about this last week. If I'm bringing Tool Tuesday to you, I'm just showing you cool stuff that I use here on the farm. I don't care if you buy it. I don't care if you. I just want you to see what I'm using on the farm. I did a full video with that Milwaukee brush cutter. Did you guys see that? That thing is awesome. That thing is super cool. So we put the huge M12 battery in there. M18 12 amp hour battery. It's like this big, man. It's like a stack of Bibles. Lock them in there and start mowing. And we did that up on the upper pond. Didn't even hurt. Knocked 2 bars off the battery. That's all it was. So think about the guys that delivered ice for those ice boxes. Oh gosh, yeah. Think about that for sure. I am going to consume this wonderful beverage. Guys, I'm not a promoter of alcohol use or anything. This has the least amount of alcohol of any beer that I have found. I like the taste of the beer. I don't like the taste of a non-alcoholic beer. I just don't. This is Michelob Ultra Gold. I like it. It's an all organic beer. I'm all about that. That's me. That's what I'm all about. I get a lot of flack for it, but that's what I like. So I'm going to do what I like to do, whether other people like it or not. What do you guys think about that? Shouldn't we all be living that way? I want to do what I like to do. I'm not going to push it on you, but I'm going to do what I like to do. I like to fish, and I like to catch fish. There ain't nothing wrong with drinking a beer. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not standing out here getting, I'm just out here having a good time. So it is a gorgeous evening out here on the pond. Look at the glass. This is just like Lake Jenny on Forrest Gump right now. The reflection, look back there. I'm going to step off and fall off in the water. If I do, you guys have full authority to laugh. Look at that reflection, the reflection of those trees. Beautiful hardwood trees. I see a sycamore. I see a big white oak. I see a birch tree. I see a hackberry tree. Man, so many. This is this big one kind of off to the side there is a willow oak. So it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I still haven't taken a sip. There's that sip. Awesome. You do not offend me by having a beer. Some people get offended. I got my stupid shit hurt shirt on today. Some people get offended at every little thing, man. Especially my farm fence shirt. Guys, we do have merch, and merch helps support the farm. Go to StonyRidgeFarmer.com and you can pick that up. We have beef here. I am working through the shipping process. Again, as predicted before, it should be sometime mid-September-ish, and then we'll have the shipping issue totally solved. I've got to test this out. I've got friends in California, friends in Colorado, friends in New Hampshire, and I'm going to put a pound of hamburger in, and I'm going to send it, and I'm going to let them give me feedback on whether the hamburger stayed fresh or thawed out or was cool or was cold or what. So I do know this: if you ship vacuum sealed products in an airplane, they tend to lose their seal. I did order food from Mike and Aaron from Our Wyoming Life. They do their cattle a little bit different. They're out in Wyoming, so they obviously don't have the grass that we have to sustain our cows. And like a dummy, I didn't open the box right away. It's costly to ship beef. It's costly to ship anything that's heavy, and it's costly to buy good quality meat. So trust me, I'm going to try and make it as affordable as it can, especially for you guys. And we're selling it through our co-op on Patreon. So if you're a co-op member on Patreon, you'll be the one that knows first, okay? Patreon.com/Stony Ridge Farmer. If Plague of Badgers, if you want to post that, you're welcome to do that. Any moderator, you're welcome to post that up here. It costs as little as $5 a month. The Duck Dynasty guys do this too. This is so you can contribute to the farm and be part of something. It's being part of something. You're not a member of a buyer's club. You're a member of a farmer's club. So that's what it's all about. Cool. Ellie in space, titled Tesla SpaceX robots. Oh my, I don't know what you guys are talking about. There must be some crap on SpaceX on there must be some stuff on the news right now. I don't know. I don't watch it. If the world ended right now, I would be perfectly content and happy. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with myself. And you know, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I mean, come on. So I'm not worried about. I can't worry about things that are outside my control, right? Hi, Josh, says JS. Is this a pre-existing pond you fixed up or one you made yourself? If you look back through the videos, probably 6 years ago, you could not see this. This pond was covered in green, slimy duckweed muck. It was absolutely disgusting, nasty. You would never think about swimming in it. And I'm going to swim in it. You would never think about eating a fish out of it because it just looked gross. Across the pond dam, you couldn't walk. You couldn't get through with a machete. It was thick as it can be. Here's what it looks like now. We'll just turn the camera around. Got the Honda sitting out there. It's a good looking ATV, ain't it? Honda. So I went in and I hired a guy to come in and push off all the trees that were on the pond dam, because trees on a pond dam will destroy a pond. Okay, so we got rid of all those and rebuilt the pond. Basically, we cut the ditch out back here and we put a new standpipe in and rebuilt it. So, Farm Off Fanatic in the house. Good to have you. Where are you at, Tom? We're in North Carolina, buddy. I'm on the pond. I'm on the dock out here on the pond. We're going to go fishing again too, so hang tight. As soon as I finish this frosty beverage, we're going to go fishing. So let's talk about what's been going on over the past couple of weeks here on the farm. I have been mowing. Summertime, warm season grasses are taking off. So I have mowed this week alone probably 14 to 16 hours. I've just been mow. From mowing the yard to grooming around the property here, grooming around the pond, to mowing around fence lines, to doing all that stuff. So I've been busting butt, just catching up and mowing. Down on the creek back here, just making things look pretty again. I have a super chat from Sam Abbott. How are you? I am great, Sam. Thank you so much for that $4.99 super chat, brother. I'm not going to be like other people and only answer the comments that come through that are super chats. I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. So, but thank you all. Thank you so very much. What we got here? Hey, we bought an island on a lake in the wilderness of BC, Canada. Fishing and living. Looks gorgeous. Awesome. Smash that like button, says HVAC Steve. Looks good. We got somebody from Wentworth, which is right over the hill. Good to have you. Edwin Garcia. Josh, waiting to see that timber frame. The timber frame video should be coming out 2 weeks from now. So, did you finish the fence for the new pasture? Yes, and you'll see that video. Well, there's been one where I sectioned everything off, and then there's another one coming. You'll see that. I think it's this weekend when I put the cows over there. The cows have been over there for a little bit. I'm still a little nervous about it. It's a huge pasture for them to be in. And here's the thought process here. So put the cows, I typically move the cows on an acre to an acre and a half every single day, or every 12 hours. So boom, 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 boom. They're always moving. They're always mobbing. They're always mowing. However, where they're at now, I can't get through the woods. It's too thick. So I've got the cows in there and they're eating up the debris all the way up as far as they can reach so that I can go back in with a chainsaw and a pole saw and nip off and run my poly wire through the woods to section off everything into separate paddocks. So that's what's going on. How many acres total do you have in fence right now? I think we are close to 95. I think. The goal is, I mean, we still got this to fence in, and this is about 4 acres right here, and we still have the way back side of the farm. My neighbor, did you guys see the video where I talked about my neighbor's timber crew dropped trees over in my pasture? I tell you about that. So he called me today. I don't think he watches the channel, but he called me today, and it's a good thing I didn't complain about it or anything. I'm going to clean it up myself. No biggie. He called me today and he said, Josh, I need somebody to help me smooth my land out and plant this grass. Will you help me do that? And in return, you can mow the hay off the land. So we may have that hay field. I got to go over there and do some measuring and see what's up. Updates on dog or chickens. Lexi is still here. She's been fine. We've got 5 chickens left from the pack, and they're up there from the flock, and they're up there in the mobile chicken coop right now. They're doing fine also. So goats are better for clearing brush, but if water can get through the fence, goats can. So yeah, I don't have any goats. I got cows. So I totally agree. I'd love to put some goats in there. I got a buddy that just started a goatscaping business. You'll see him. We're going to check out his business very soon. He's down in Raleigh, about an hour and 10 minutes away from here. We'll go down there. We'll check it out. And hopefully, maybe he'll bring his goats up here after I move the cows out and let the goats just wipe it out. So that's the goal. Pulaski, Virginia. Robert, good to have you. Any storm damage? No, we didn't have any storms. No storms. Nothing bad's happened. Knock on wood. Knock on post. Oh, you feel it moving? The dock is moving, man. We're going to finish this beverage and chuck this thing out and catch us another fish. Do you have goats? Did you have goats? Yeah, goats are the first thing we got. And typically, and Jeremy, we were fishing earlier. Typically, we... any homesteader, farmer, person, whatever, they're starting off with goats. Goats are little disasters, man. They're always getting into stuff. My neighbor called me. I'm sitting on the beach at Oak Island, North Carolina. He calls me up. He's like, hey, man, your goats are on my front porch eating my flowers. I was like, go out there and go, blah, and they'll run. And they were fainting goats. So they all went boop, 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 off of his porch, and then they ran. Plague of Badgers, thank you for posting that link. Plague of Badgers just posted the link. Patreon.com/Stony Ridge Farmer in case you guys want to buy beef. Really like that trimmer video. Thanks, Dennis. I'm going to do a full-on video review of that because I just used it for like 5 minutes in that little clip, that little 1-minute clip, but I'm going to go and use it to cut the whole pond bank up at the other pond, the small pond that's back behind the house, the catfish pond. How'd the super soil work? James Wood. James, I'm running some experiments with the super soil. The grass over here is insanely green. It's like dark, rich, dark green. Super soil works over time. It's an inoculative spray that we put out on the pastures for the cows for the soil. So it's going to work over time. And I'm going to wave at my editor. Thank you, buddy. Just got him a mountain bike, so he's going to be mountain biking with me. We can get the mountain bike channel rolling. So anyway, the super soil, super soil is working. It is working. It's not like pouring fertilizer out on the land. This is something that's going to be cumulative over time. So, yep. Thanks again, Plague of Badgers. Hutch and Sons Mini Farm. How you doing, buddy? If I don't answer your comments, it's because they're going by so fast, guys. I can't see it. You have a postcard backdrop behind you. Thank you, Philip. It's amazing how far we've come, guys. If you look back, if you haven't done this already, look back at some of the videos from 5 and 6 years ago. I'm going to finish this beer and we're going to catch us another fish. Those little shell crackers, they fight. They're good little fighting fish. Kathy said, want to say hey. Good to have you, Kathy. Warrensburg, Ohio, Berlin Valley Stables. We're going to come see you next time we're up in Ohio for sure. Got to get up with you because you can't be far from where we stay near Dover, Ohio. I say we. Okay, let's hear this. I say we. Folks ask every time, every live stream, so we'll go ahead and get this out. Miss Stony Ridge is not living at the farm right now, but we are dating, and things are going well. Hopefully, things continue to go well. So that's it. Not seeing the shop link. You're not going to see a shop link. Where the beef is not available, you won't see it. You'll get an email, you'll get a code, and then you'll be able to shop. So I have to build out the store. So I have to build the website. I have to figure out how to ship it. I have to figure out how to keep it cold. I have to figure out what size boxes. I have to figure out whether it's bags, insulation, all that stuff. And that site will be built out. So it's not there yet. We're not shipping yet. We're not ready yet. So you can sign up and you'll be the first to know. And this beef is going to go. I would say it will last 3 days. So once I release that we have beef and it's available for sale online, I'm going to say it's going to be 3 days, for a week tops, and it's gone for this year. Next year, we'll have much, much more. So we'll be processing 8 cows next year. This year, it was only 3 cows. And I can eat 1 whole cow myself. Stony Ridge Farmer is a happy little drinking with a what? With a fishing problem. That's funny. Josh, we missed the guitar. Man, if I could have brought the fishing pole, the tackle box, the cooler, the beer, the worms, and the guitar out here on the dock with you, I would have done it today. I really thought about doing it. I haven't played in a while. I've been so busy. Sometimes we forget to just take some time for us. You know what I mean? You get so busy, you get wrapped up in things. At the end of the day, I like to sit down on the couch, take it easy, throw a movie on, fall asleep, or I try to go to bed by 10:30, 11 at the latest if possible. Sometimes I'm up till midnight working on the computer. So yeah, for sure. Kenneth said, good to see you again. Edwin says, Josh, a music jam session in the shop, grilling beef. Oh, okay. So yeah, right now I have 2 racks of ribs on the Traeger, and they'll be turned off as soon as we get done with the live stream. So awesome. Haven't been fishing in a minute. I haven't been fishing in my own pond. The first time I went fishing in my own pond was about 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't been fishing out here in 2 years. I've been keeping it pretty, but haven't been fishing. I want to get a paddle boat, and that's my goal. Any of you guys local that have a paddle boat and want to get rid of it, let me know. Have to sit back and relax. You do, but man, I'm rolling. Keeping social media up and building a farm and taking care of all these animals just takes up a lot of time. I love it, but it takes up a ton of time. You guys do that? The bottom's not the best. All right, we're gonna worm it up here. Let's pick us a good worm. We got a dead worm on the dock. We gotta get rid of him. Bye-bye, dude. There we go. All right, we're gonna worm it up here. I just went back in the woods. This is what's so nice about owning a piece of property like this. I just went back in the woods and raked back. Ooh, that's a happy one. I raked back some, here you go, bud. Leaf debris and got a handful of worms. We're all so proud of your not having an exhaust pipe. What do you guys think about the new substitute for a good sounding exhaust just being cut the pipes off? Isn't that nice? Isn't that really nice? You know, it's too quiet in the country. I think we should cut our exhaust pipes off. I'm all about an exhaust that sounds sweet. I'm all about it. I'm all about some Flowmasters on a Mustang, boy. That's nothing sounds better than a set of Flowmasters on a Mustang, or a Dynaflow on a LS engine. Nothing sounds better. But cutting your exhaust pipe off and doing the Carolina squat thing with your pickup truck renders it useless, loud, and obnoxious. And the new thing is to have your stereo, like loudspeakers, underneath your truck. I guess it's a North Carolina thing. I don't know, man. I'm a grumpy old man now, evidently. All right, here we go. Casting. Count it down, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's a little. Let's tire this one out so it doesn't spike us. Oh, that's a good. Oh, got off. Good. Lives to play another day. I don't have to take him off. It's all about the fight anyway, but you kind of want to get him to the bank. I eased up on him a little bit. All right, we're gonna rehook this worm. He didn't even get the worm. There's some good night crawlers back there in the woods. Josh is a boomer now. Yeah, that's funny, man. I turned 46 about 2 weeks ago. 46. Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on. 46. Flow, the company that makes this dock that I'm standing on, has their 40th anniversary party up in Minnesota this weekend. That tells you anything. 40th, so that's like 1983. 83. 3, 2, 1, and give me a fish. Oh, oh man. I'm a little aggressive on setting that hook. I know it. All right, let's work on this worm. Doesn't take much of a worm to get a fish, right? You think bigger the worm, the bigger the fish. The biggest bass I ever caught was on a piece of worm about this big. About that big. Biggest bass I ever caught. Yep, Generation X. I'm a Generation Xer. All right, I want a bass. I ain't gonna get one. 3, 2, 1, and oh, dude. All right, don't jerk it out of his mouth. You got it, Josh. That worm was a tough little worm. Oh, there it is. Oh, they feel so much bigger than they actually are. Well, we're getting this one to the dock. Bam! Dude, this is better than watching the Bassmasters, huh? That's another one of those little perch. Hey, little buddy. Pretty little fish. Got you right near the eyeball again, too. Seems the bigger they are, the harder they try to kick or flop. I don't want to hurt your eye. I'm sorry. I know this can't be fun. There you go, buddy. All right. There he is. You live to play another day, little boy. All right. We're going to try. I got a piece of worm about the tiniest little worm right here. All right. Let's see what that does. That little worm. Is he going to pull one in or not? We're going to catch one more, and then we're going to do another beer. Oh, daddy. I'm already getting nibbles. Might have got him off there. That wasn't much of a worm. This ain't fishing, man. This is catching. I think he might have got my worm, though. Can't beat this live action. There ain't no gators in this pond, though. All right, buddy. I think homeboy got my worm. Yep, he got it. So let me show you what I'm using to fish with. Might as well. I'll link to these after the video. I'll post a link on the YouTube channel. This is a Zebco 33 Platinum. Okay, Metal Gears. I don't know how many of you guys fished But the Zebco 33 was kind of like the best little learning fishing rig ever. This is a Zebco 33 Platinum rod. This little kit is awesome. If you don't get the Platinum and you get the regular Zebco 33 or the Mini, it's got plastic gears and it falls apart within, I don't know, about 3 uses. They're just garbage. They just don't make them that good anymore. This one is awesome. Zebco 33 Platinum. All metal gears. It even says it on the side. Great little fishing rod. That's illegal in Oregon, but love my Flowmaster on my... Oh, cutting your mufflers off. It's illegal around here. It's also illegal to tint your front windshield. It's actually a felony. But there are cars rolling around everywhere with tinted front windshields. It's like so dark you can't see out of it. I don't understand that. It's real cool. It's cool. You got to cover the hook with the worm. Dude, I've been reeling fish in, fish after fish after fish, man. That little piece of worm was only like this long. So, yeah, everybody's got their own little technique. I know I'm doing it. Y'all to do it this way. You should read my comments. Every comment. You should do that. You should do that. You should have done this. I don't know why you didn't do that. You should have done that. You should have done that. Y'all do it this way. Oh, man. Zebco 404 Haas is good. Okay, good. I might scroll back through there and pick one of those up. Nice. Hey, Josh, give me a throw it out behind you so we can see the fish. I don't like chucking them way out. I don't want to like knock them out. You know what I mean? If you throw a fish too far, I mean, I don't know. Imagine myself as a fish. I wouldn't want to be chucked out there. Ooh, chew! Smell that. You know what they say about opinions? Everybody got one, Jess. Everybody got one. Ain't no doubt about it, man. Ah, man. So, meet and greet tomorrow. There's a meet and greet tomorrow night. And by the way, if you live local or whatever, if you're thinking about coming to the farm, don't come here because there will be somebody here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week while I'm gone. I have a farm sitter coming and I have neighbors coming and I have my Smith & Wesson security system in full effect. I am going to do a meet and greet tomorrow night. Any of you guys from Minnesota, any Minnesotans, Stanley Dirt Monkey will be with me too. So the reason I mentioned Flow is that the dock that I'm on, let me show you the dock that I'm on here. That's the dock. The reason I mentioned Flow, and the video install of this dock is coming out tomorrow to celebrate Flow's 40th anniversary. I'll be at Flow in Minnesota on Friday evening, and they're having their little get-together. And I just want to show support for the Flow folks that make this dock, and the Flow folks have been so good to me. They've just been so nice. They've given me a smoking deal and super awesome instruction here. Plus, Toro. So we're going to Toro tomorrow and the next day. I'll be at Toro. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. in St. Paul, Minnesota, I will be at 8 p.m. right behind home plate, either at the entrance or at the closest concession stand. We're going to do a meet and greet. So if you guys want to go to a fun baseball game, St. Paul Saints game, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. is where we're going to do a meet and greet. That's in St. Paul, Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota area. So, yep. So I think we've got at least one person coming, and that's all it takes. That's all, I'll show up there. That's all it takes. I'm a tall guy. I'll stand like this much higher than everybody else. And I'm hoping to have Stanley the Dirt Monkey with me also. Thank you. Thank you, Hamid. Take the cork bobber as northern off and fish tight line on the bottom. Jerry, we've got too much grass and debris. So when we cut timber on this side of the pond right here. They had to drag the timber across the dam. And when they did that, some of the laps from the top of the timber got in the pond right here. So we ain't going to be doing that. I don't like bottom fishing anyway, man. I'm just getting hooked and trash all over everything. And We don't have a clean bottom on this lake. Do you have problems with snakes? Nope. Snake ain't no problem to me, and I ain't no problem to a snake. That's about it. I see a snake once in a while. So now I have to show up. Josh called me out. Yeah. John Clay, you got to show, man. Let me know if you're not going to show, and I won't be there, I guess. I will be there at the St. Paul Saints game, though. That'll be fun. So tomorrow night, at this time, I'll be in Minnesota at a baseball game. What? We're not doing a video there. Thought you were going fishing, Florence Saunders. Where you been, man? Where you been? Guys, let them know. Larry Lane, happy birthday. Where can we get it? If it ain't right, it ain't tight shirt. They're all gone, man. They are all gone. They were a limited edition, and they're all gone right now. Pond out here in the middle is about 8 or 9 feet. Right off the dock is about 7 feet, according to my measuring tape that I dropped right in the water right here. Love the inspirational videos and the rants. Let me tell you, I had somebody just tear into me about me sharing my politics the other day, sharing my rant. You know, some people can't afford to eat right. Okay, let me tell you something. If you can't afford food, the government will give you food stamps. If you go buy candy bars and soda pop with your food stamps, it ain't my fault. If you can afford this, then you can afford to eat grass-fed quality beef. If you can afford a pack of smokes, you can afford to eat grass-fed quality beef. So don't tell me some people can't afford it. Hold on. We got another muffler this one. That was like a 93 Honda Accord. Yeah, so don't tell me that. This person laid into me. Everybody can't afford that. Blah, blah, blah. You afford the things that you want to afford. And if you can't afford them, work hard and try and find a way. Find a way. I know what poor is. I made $300 a month when I was going to college, and I lived in a trailer park. My monthly bills were about $400 a month. I made about $350 a month. I didn't do that for long because I set my sights on the things that I want. But hey, man, I was going to college, and I know what poor is. Then I started getting my GI Bill. I know what it is. I know what budgeting to buy toilet paper is. So that's it. He's taking a beer break, Florence. Yeah. So we caught fish, beer. Catch more fish, beer. Right? Too busy paying those micro transactions on a video game to buy decent food. Yeah, the government will pay your rent, send your kids to school, feed you, etc. What else do you want? Says Slim Dan. Yeah, I can't afford college. You can't afford college. The government will pay for it. Right? You can't afford food. The government will pay for it. They want you to be a taxpayer, right? So they want you to better yourself. And I understand disability. I totally understand disability, but I also understand responsibility. So even if you are disabled, you've got to find a way to eat right. You've got to find a way to take care of yourself the best way that you possibly can. And in this time of information, and we live in a world where information, bad information too, and good information is at our fingertips all the time. You can go to the public library. The homeless people in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is the biggest city south of me, go to the public library and surf the internet all day long. Okay? That's what they do. That's what they can do. It doesn't cost anything. They can go in there and surf the internet. So, anyway, you mean the taxpayers will pay for your college? Patriot Ref. Yeah. Yep. Would you rather help someone to better themselves or hand it off to somebody who isn't? or somebody that doesn't appreciate it, or somebody that's entitled. We live in a world of entitled people. What do you guys think about that? They don't pay for you to go to school. Stand up for the children. I don't know what you're talking about, but the FAFSA, Federal Application for Student Aid, is a form you fill out to get grant money, to get free money, to get loans, to go to school. Don't get a degree that you can't. Go get an HVAC degree. Go get an electrical degree. Go get a plumbing degree. I'm not saying learn a trade. Go work as an assistant, and then or as a helper, and sweep the floors. I mean, come on, man. So I don't know what you're talking about, but if you can't afford college, if you can't afford a lawyer will be appointed for you. If you can't afford college, you got to break out the paperwork. You can't be too lazy to fill the paperwork out. Can you? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Loans, not loans. You don't have to get a loan. I don't. They'll give you loans, but if you don't have the money to afford it, it's not a loan. It's a grant. There are grant programs out there. If you're too lazy to fill out the paperwork to get the grant, so be it. I had a company contact me today. Guys, you tell me what you think about this. We see you. Stand up for the children. We see you. They don't just give you loans. I know they don't just give you loans. I know for a fact they don't just give you loans. I know it's not just loans. Okay. So I had a company contact me. Let's stop talking about that. I had a company contact, and if they do, let's talk about it. If they do give you a loan, get a degree that you can earn a living at and pay it back. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with teaching kids how to do that? When I was a young man, we learned how to spend some, save some, and have some. When I was young, my dad helped us establish credit. I bought my first car. I made payments on that car. I learned how to do stuff. I learned how to balance a checkbook. How many kids know how to balance a checkbook? It's swipe, 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 swipe. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're giving your kids an allowance for doing nothing, nobody should get paid for doing nothing. They need to do something. Do something. That's it. So anyway, a solar company contacted me today about doing solar on the entire farm. That's the house, the mega shop, all the wells, everything on the farm, totally solar. They started talking about you can do a megawatt and you can sell power back to the power company. And they're checking into that for me. So we may find another way to diversify farm income here by trades are important, by the way, by pumping solar back to the power company. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Post 9/11 GI Bill paid me to go to culinary school. Exactly. My GI Bill didn't pay me to go to school. My GI Bill paid for school, paid for my nursing school. And then once I became a nurse, I paid out of pocket to further my degree. So still have the outhouse bathroom. I do. The convertible outhouse. Troy Jones sends a $5 super chat. Have a beverage on me. Thank you, buddy. Really? You put $5 toward the bale of hay for the cows, man. Thank you so much. GIs are great for vets. What's wrong with a young person that can't afford college going into the military? What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Learn discipline, learn how to grow up, learn how to balance a checkbook, learn how to take care of yourself, learn how to not be a burden to society. What's wrong with that? I see nothing wrong with that. That's exactly what I did. I was not ready for college right out of school. I was a cut up. And I'm still a cut up, but I was a cut up, man. I was not cut out for college. I was a flunky. I was flunking. I was flunking out of school. I was headed down a bad road. I was. And that's why I stress education, because education is important. It just shows that you could start something and finish something. It don't make you any smarter than anybody. And a lot of people hold that, he's college boy. No, it's not about that. It's about starting something and finishing something. It's about making yourself more marketable in the job market. And that's it. Whether it's an HVAC degree, whether it's an electrician degree, whether it's a plumbing degree, a welding degree, a certificate, whatever it is that you got to do. So you should always be trying to go this way, never this way, and most certainly not that way. Just like this fish that I'm getting ready to catch right here. We're going to go that way with him. Trade school is the way to go these days, absolutely. I see nursing, and well, the nurses might tear into me here, but nursing is a nursing degree is a degree, a science degree, okay? But it's also a vocation as well as a profession. And I think the board of nursing would probably disagree with me there, but it is a vocation. You learn how to do this. This is a skill. It is a vocation, just as being a surgeon is a vocation, okay? I joined the military because, what is it here? MB said, I joined the military. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. After graduating with a 4-year degree, I enlisted as an 11B. I'm not the brightest bulb in the crayon box. Yeah, you went to school and got a degree and then went in. Military Navy isn't what it used to be. I don't want to, we're not going to go into discussion about. John Clay, $9.99. Saints game ticket purchase. All right, buddy. We'll see you there. Micro has some good podcast about good. Yeah. You know, a lot of people that watch me watch Micro, Dirty Jobs. That's kind of odd. So I can see all the statistics on who watches me and what the next thing down is, what they watch. And the next step down from Stony Ridge Farmer is Micro, Dirty Jobs. It's pretty crazy. Let's get a worm on. Let's do some fishing. Let's catch us another one. I think I'm going to cast that way this time and see what we get. And I know talking to you with sunglasses on is rude, but it's super bright out here. It's like staring into the surface of the sun. There's a good one there, boy. That's a wiggler. Man, I'm going to have to put these in the fridge and keep them for next time. There's a lot of worms in here. It took me like 3 minutes. Thumbs up. Yeah, everybody hit the thumbs up. We have 375 people. We've had over 2,000 people come through, and we have 167 thumbs up. Y'all don't like me no more? As soon as I get done with the live stream, I'm going to my buddy Tony's house, who's been way too hard on himself. And his farm is called Flocks Retreat Farms. You can find him on Facebook. He's just getting started. He's got a pig operation, pastured pork. We'll see more of Flocks Retreat Farms on here, but Flocks Retreat. Doesn't have any video content or anything like that out, I don't think. Just some pictures. But if you're on Facebook, go check him out. More the merrier. He's trying to do a wedding venue, and he's trying to do some pork, and he's just building a beautiful place. And he's just over the hill from me. Flocks Retreat. Buddy's name is Tony. He's been way too hard on himself. We're going to take him a couple dozen farm fresh eggs. Hutchinson's Mini Farm says I love you. Thanks, man. Ziggy, no extra holes. Still got all my parts. Fortunate. Okay, here we go. We're going to cast out here. See, man, I can't cast out there. I can't talk to you. We'll cast right over here where we were. All right, we're going to count it down. And 3, 2, 1, 0. We'll count again. 3, 2. Got a nib. A little nibber. Nibble, nibble. By the way, the train's about half a mile away, and it's kind of loud. Oh, we're going to get us a fish today, boys. Come on now. Let's move this a little bit. I'm right by the standpipe for the for the pond here. Might slow down on the biting, boys and girls. We're going to catch one more fish before we go. Whoa! Oh, man. I'm always trying to set the hook like I'm trying to catch a marlin. Look at that little bitty boy right there. That little piece of worm. Let's try it. See what we get. Zebco 33 Platinum, baby. Let's see if we get one on that little tiny piece of worm. Whoa! Man, they're nibbling over there. Worm be gone. Hold on, man. Let me get another worm. You guys weren't watching. I would have got the great big one in there. I have a small pine tree farm out here in Louisiana. Only have 1 day per week to look after it. Hard work, but fun. Awesome. What do you have to do on a pine tree farm? You go sing to them? Grow, baby, grow. You keep it trimmed up around them, or tell me what you do on a pine tree farm. Tell us all what you do. Is it a Christmas tree farm, or are they small pine trees, or is it a small farm? These are the questions that I get asked. Okay. There's worms down in here, I know. Come on, baby, dig them out. There we go. Ooh, that's a fatty McFatty right there. You're going down, little wormy. Yes, sir. Gosh, look at this. This is a part worm, part walrus. Look at that thing. Oh, well, not in the cooler. Not in the cooler. Don't go in the cooler. Nibbling equals stealing for fish. I don't like that hook. My neighbor just called me. That's why the phone blinked a little bit. He bought my my C10 pickup. I just sold that C10 pickup. I'm looking for another Buick Grand National, man. I want another Buick Grand National. Man, the sun is setting. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Nice. Okay. That is a big, fatty worm. Oh, Lordy. I told you, man. This ain't fishing. Look at this guy. This is catching. Look at that dude there, man. That's a nice one. We're going to keep fishing until we run out of this worm. Come on, buddy. Now, I think that is a bluegill. It's an overly ambitious bluegill. I don't know how you were going to get that worm in your mouth there, bud. Come on. Don't want to hurt you. There you go. Wow, that's a nice one. Get a mess of those. Put them on the smoker. Oh, man. How do you keep your pond so clean? Video coming soon. So we're going to be working with Conder's water solutions here pretty soon. We're going to be putting a aerator out here, but basically just keeping it cleaned up around the pond. And I put a little pond dye in here once in a while from Conder's water solutions. They're out of Canada. It's that Canadian water. All right, let's get it over here. Just a little more. Nibble, nibble. Dang! Oh, woo! Oh, man. That is a bigger one. And that is the end of my worm. Look at that guy. That's a decent size little pan fryer. Not a monster. And that's a bluegill, I do believe. And you got that down there a little further than I would want there, bud. See if we can get it out without hurting you. I see it. Come on out. There we go. Good. He lives to play another day. That's him. Oh, thanks. I like blood. Yeah. Catch, clean, cook. We'll do that soon. We did that. Okay, so we did that. We did wild mushrooms last Friday, and nobody watched the video, man. We got 600,000 followers, and nobody watched the wild mushroom foraging video. That was fun. We took them from the woods right to the frying pan, made stir fry. It was awesome. Jeffrey says use a small circle hook. What did you stock? This pond, I stocked with nothing, really. I put some sterile grass carp in this pond. That's it. So, yep. Sterile grass carp don't reproduce, and they help keep the grass down. So I guess that answers part of your question. This pond was covered with duckweed, which is like green slime, and I put the sterile grass carp in, and that really helped also. So we try to do everything all natural if we possibly can here. Deep fried catfish. Hopefully, do we have any fish droppings in there? Let's taste it. And that is a yellow jacket. Have not yet, knock on wood, hit a yellow jacket's nest on the mower. Sharon, it's over on YouTube on the Stony Ridge Farmer channel. Last Friday's Food Friday video was mushroom foraging, and we took it from the forest floor to the frying pan and to the belly, like straight up, and it was really cool. Brian, the pond is approximately, it's 9-ish feet, 10 feet here. It's about 7 feet deep right here. And this yellow jacket is about to get whopped. When I started the YouTube channel, I had hair all the way down to here. Now it don't come in so good anymore. Awesome. Well, folks, that is it. We've been here for an hour. I want to thank everyone that sent a super chat. If you're interested in farm fresh beef, we will have it available soon. We are doing it through a co-op from patreon.com/Stony Ridge Farmer. If you'd like to get in on that, you're welcome to do so. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. It's not a big deal. But we will offer to Patreon first before we offer to the general public, because they're supporters of the farm. So you're a member of this. So you're contributing to this. You're part of this. And that's what it's all about, guys. Thank you all so very much for joining me here on Wednesday Night Live. Let me know. Leave some comments. Tell me if you like these Wednesday live streams. I'm going to try and be consistent with them every week. I really enjoy being able to connect with you guys. It's real. This is real life. This is my world. And I want to share it with you as things get funner and funner and cooler and worse and better and better. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stony Ridge. Let's get an echo. See if we can get the cows to move. Woo! Do you hear them? The whole herd's moving now. Guys, take care. Have a great day. How nice is this? So peaceful, so quiet. Take care. Thank you so much.